Hiya, and welcome back to Soulcreek. The game that teaches us that... The game that teaches... Hiya! The game that teaches us that Dravonia is just built different. That right there. That never to eat plants that you don't recognize because they might taste gross. As we're heading to the edge of the village, I notice almost everyone we pass greets Taki by name. Many hold their hands out for her to clasp in passing, whilst others bow their heads in respect. People really like her, although I'm not surprised since she's very charismatic. I actually feel quite safe around her. I mean, I guess I feel safe around Loken too, but in a different way, even if he's staggeringly awful at communicating. I'll need to find some way of getting to know that hound. 'Cause you like him. Eat shit, Brain Butler. I'll admit he's kinda hot, but that's it. I bet you want to be his new chew toy. We don't kink shame around these parts. We're gonna shame him. For shame, Bite. For shame. For shame. Fuck off, Bite. You good? Huh? Taki addresses me out of nowhere. You're cussing to yourself. I was? Yeah, heard you mumble and fuck off under your breath. Damn it, I need to be more careful. Sorry, just thinking about stuff. I'm kinda overwhelmed. There's a lot to get used to and... Hey, I get it. Your whole species is gone. Must be lonely. We exit the village and march back up through the forest towards Loken's lodge. To be honest, being the last human doesn't feel like a big deal. All I really care about is finding out who I am and where I come from. I really hope Aeon knows something. Did you not have no family? I shrug helplessly. If I did, they're gone. I must have had parents at some point. Hiya! Or did I? I could have been built on a factory line for all I know. Maybe grown in a lab. Parents ain't everything. Look at me. Ain't never known mine. Never will. How come? She blows a raspberry and dismisses my thought. Who the fuck knows? Pa was in a mating troop, and Ma died real young. I skipped learning math and joined Dravonia's warriors instead. Lucky me, I get to deal with shit like Barrow for my whole life. He seemed high when I saw him. Taki grunts. Yeah, guys hooked up on Dawn Sugar. On what? Dawn Sugar. It's a drug. You take a normal Dawn Lily and give it to the right people, they can turn it into Dawn Sugar. They grind it up, mix it with the right stuff, cook it up, dry it out, and then, boom, you got Dawn Sugar. It gives you a real fierce high, like skipping through clouds. This stuff is proper addictive, though, way worse than regular Dawn Lily. Use it for any decent amount of time and it'll fuck you up for life. There's a real seedy trade going on for Dawn Sugar. Folks can get almost anything for a small pouch of it. Nowadays, only real decent Zephyr salvage, straight from a black runner, will get you a few ounces of Dawn Sugar. I groan in understanding. That explains why Barrow was collecting so much Zephyr salvage. To trade for Dawn Sugar. Why doesn't Dravonia outlaw it? She sorta has, but it doesn't stop folks from producing the stuff. Since you can't cook Dawn Sugar up without getting caught, folks do inside black zones. What? How do they survive? Taki rolls her eyes. They often don't, but there's no clans to lay down the law in the zones. Some folks sneak into them for other reasons. Raiders use them for shortcuts through a Layla. Criminals do all kinds of crazy shit in them. Some clans exile folks to them. Of course, most people who go into black zones just straight up disappear. Nothing you gotta worry about, though. You got Loken to watch your back. Soon you'll be as good as him. We exit the forest and begin winding back up the vertiginous path to Loken's isolated lodge. How dangerous are the black zones? Dravonia told me they drive people insane. I mean, if people sneak in there to cook drugs and take shortcuts and stuff, then they can't be that bad. Taki stops mid-step and stares at me. Well, it's sorta true. Folks do sometimes lose their fucking minds if they spend too long in there, but not always. I ain't never been in one, so I couldn't tell ya. Loken said he had 2 acolytes before me. Did they both die in black zones? Oh, that? Well, not both of them. One of them did, yeah. That weren't no one's fault but his own. And it won't happen to you as long as you keep sensible. What happened to his other acolyte? Look, stop thinking about all that. Just focus on resting up. Make sure you can walk properly before you think about running. So you've never seen a demon either. She stops dead. Her cheery expression dies. What? Ah, you serious? Yeah, so? She looks past me, then avoids my eyes. Nah, rat. Ain't never seen one. Best ask Loken that stuff. Keep me out of it. She carries on walking. Her demeanor toward me has changed completely. I want to ask what she's afraid of, but she's made it clear she won't talk about it. She doesn't say another word for the rest of the stroll back. It doesn't take long. Loken's lodge is only 10 minutes from the village. Here you go. Get in there. Get the mutt's heater working and rest your cut up. You ain't doing anyone any favors by walking around flapping your folds like a virgin at an indulgence. All right, fine. If Dravonia asks, yeah, relax, rat. I'll tell her where you are. Now go. I want to get some fucking shut-eye. Been riding all night, I have. All right, go sleep. I'll be all right. I know you will. Later, rat. She barely acknowledges me with a nod before turning around and strolling briskly back the way she came. Once I'm back inside the lodge, I shut the door behind me and shiver. I was hoping it would be warmer inside, but the cold hasn't gone anywhere. There's still a few pieces of firewood left from last night, but I don't know how to start a fire using rubbing sticks like Loken did. I seek the refuge of the electric heater again. It whirs steadily to life as I flick it on. I sit cross-legged as it starts roasting my cheeks with hot air. Surprisingly powerful, this little thing. I'm already exhausted. I've noticed the pain on my side is mostly gone. So the dawn lily I took must be working. Could it be making me drowsy as well? Taki was right. I should be resting. But I can't rest. I can't relax. The same unanswered questions are still rolling around my mind like stones. Where have I come from? Where's Bite come from? How is he in my head? What am I? Now there's a new question. What are these demons everyone seems to be freaked out about? Dravonia was ready to imprison and execute me because it couldn't prove that I wasn't one. Bite and I have been running on our evil robots theory, and I don't see any other explanation. Hey, Bite, these demons, they must be controlled by some malevolent AI of their own, right? It could be a single AI controlling all of them, or each unit could each have an individual sentient program. Most likely it's the same technology that created me. Just promise you won't turn evil. It's tempting. By the sounds of things, there's 2 big differences between me and those demons. I'm not restricted to black zones, and you're in my brain, in a microchip. Do you think the demons caused the cascade? Maybe I knew about them before I lost my memory. A thought occurs to me. If I have encountered them before, could I still have memory data of them in my subconscious drive? You mean deeply encrypted memories? I could do a manual scan your subconscious drive to check. Yeah, try it. Let's see if there's any mention of demons anywhere. Alright, initiating scan now. Loken is probably the best person to ask about these demons. Loken barely likes to string 2 words together. Can you imagine how that'll go? Hey Loken, what's a demon? I put on my best Loken voice once again. A demon is a demon. And what do demons do, Loken? They do demon things. And what are demon things, Loken? Things that demons do. Alright, I admit it, you do a good Loken. Still scanning your subconscious. Your brain is a real mess. Yeah, I never got around to dusting in there. Har, you and your sarcasm. Hey, you want to see? See what? My brain? Like, with my eyes? Sure, you can help me search. Here, look. What? Whoa. Neat, huh? What the fuck? This is... What am I looking at? Part of your subconscious memory. How are you doing this? I'm converting the raw encrypted data into a comprehensive format, then putting it in a heads-up display for you. Everything you know that's attached to the word to the word demon is included on every level of your consciousness. So if there were actual demons in your past, this is where we'll find them. We'll probably get a lot of results back. You should pick a second keyword to go alongside demons just to narrow things down. Hang on. Let's check. Stream's going to die for a little bit. Don't worry about it. It does that all the time, every single time I open up a new window or run a new program. It does that all the time. Earlier this week, Soulcreek. Let me zoom in a bit. They are. They are. Which one? Do we have to, like, go through all of them? I imagine we'll have to go through all of them. So, which one should we start with? Try Zephyr. Okay. That didn't make any difference at all. In fact, there's no relevant matches to Zephyr in any way. Meaning, assuming all this data comes from before the Cascade, it means the word Zephyr is a post-Cascade term. Let's just search for demons and see what we get. There were 17,462 results. Ouch, that's a lot. That's pretty small, to be honest. Let's see, we've got results for demons in religion, occultism, literature, fiction, mythology, and folklore. I've got all that on my memory drive? Wow. That's the indicator of well-lived life before, even if we don't have any readable memory data of it. Okay, so let's try demons in occultism. Alright. Etymologically, none of your memories have concrete definition of a demon. Certainly nothing indicates they were ever real. It says here the most common definition is that they're non-human, separate souls or disincarnate spirits which have never inhabited a body, but are capable of entering relations with mortal races. Doesn't sound anything like them. So whatever these creatures are, I've never encountered them before. You know, this could just be a translation issue. Demon might be the closest word our language software has to whatever these people actually call these machines. Well, while we're here, can you see anything about beast races? I certainly don't remember them either. We could check some of the archives. Here. Nope. Nothing. No memory of beast races, or any other humans for that matter. Just you and I. Do you see anything about what might have caused the cascade? Not really. How about the affliction? Nope, nothing on that either. You really are a blank slate. Alright, let's give it a rest. We tried. Got it. Bringing you back. Bite? Why is it evening now? How long were we in there? About 7 hours. What? Damn it, Bite. What if Loken had walked in? Sorry, I didn't realize your human brain would suffer a time dilation. Luckily, Loken hasn't returned yet, but the heater has been pointed at me for hours. I'm sweating. I need some air. I flick the electric heater off and make for the exit, deciding to leave the door open to let some of the muggy heat out. That's better. Never thought I'd be thankful for some of this cold air. I tug my hood down and let my head feel the chill. The sky is getting steadily darker, and the more distant mountains are starting to blend with the dusky clouds. Taking care not to irritate my wound, I lower myself down onto the grass and sit, elbows on knees, with my gaze on the horizon. Soft, whispering wind gently ruffles my hair and kisses my skin. I hear the occasional bird song amidst the rustling woods. The stir of the cold feels gratifying now. Its sharpness has become soothing as the evening settles. I shut my eyes, just taking in the sounds and the smells, that of wet moss and pungent wild grass. I have to admit, it's nice here. I can definitely see why Loken might have chosen to live here, away from the village. He doesn't seem he'd enjoy the exhaustless bustle of the clan. It's been like a surreal dream since I woke up. It's not quite a nightmare, but it's not a comforting fantasy either. I don't want to think about it all right now. Just in this small moment, I have this view. It's enough. I decide to stay outside for a while. My skin goes numb from the cold, but I don't care. I'm actually starting to enjoy the sensation. I've rolled onto my back, eyes shut and arms spread wide into the feathery grass. The light of the day drips into darkness. The anxiety of my situation has melted away. My mind is free from demons, black zones, and Zephyr. I'm at peace. For just a moment. Alex. Alex. What? Wake up. I blink drearily and find myself looking up at a familiar husky. Loken, when did you get back? As I push myself slowly up to my feet, Loken puts his paw down for me to grab. I clasp onto his wrist and he tugs me to my feet. Just now. We awkwardly stare at each other for a moment. I'm expecting him to say something, but he doesn't. Did you find anything good in the Black Zone? Medicine. Anything else? No. Oh. That's good about the medicine, though. He goes quiet again. Does a run usually only last one day? No. Ah. How long does it usually last? Longer. I see. We fall into a stiff dogged silence once again. This is our first real attempt at idle chatter. I really have no idea how to talk to him. So, oh god, he's flustered. You are outside. Yeah. I was just enjoying the view. View? The mountains. It's a nice view. You chose to live outside the village? Yes. Ah. How come? It is a nice view. Well, yeah, it is. Wow. Rocks are more verbose than the sound. He looks over to the mountains, still as a statue, the breeze ruffling his pelt. Well, you went to Bleakstone, didn't you? That's south of here. You knew this? Your memory has returned? Oh, no, Dravonia gave me the map you made of Ilela. You went to the village. Yeah, had a look around. I met Mia. His tail starts to wag happily. She is good. Oh, I was meant to tell you, she was having problems with some guy named Barrow. Explain. He was trying to peddle useless salvage off to her. Barrow did this today? It's okay, I spoke to him. Explain. I just told him to back off. He said he was given that piece from some other black runner, a cheetah. She swindled him. He was just trying to make his losses back. This was today? Yeah, this morning. Alright. That was good. It was? It was. Twice now you have used your wit for good things. You will be a great acolyte. Oh, thanks. About that. Are you really sure you want me to be... Yes. But I'm not from here, Loken. These aren't my people. You have no people. We must learn where you come from. You will find answers in the Black Zones. But we will talk inside. Before I can argue, he's already hustling me towards the lodge. I've been outside for a while. As much as I enjoy the view, I'm starting to get cold again. It's too dark to see anything inside the lodge. I quickly manage to stub my toe on a wooden post. Ow. Careful. Do those light bulbs actually work? Loken stretches to reach a switch above his bed. Oh, that's much better. Sit. Loken gestures to the bed. Without thinking, I obey his command and plonk my butt back down. The husky kneels down beside me. Before I can react, he abruptly grabs the bottom of my hoodie and starts tugging it off me. I jostle him off, bemused by his sudden attempt to strip me. What are you doing? I am checking your wound.
Judging by your reaction, Loken, you were doing more than just checking our wound.
Looking pretty sus right now, Loken. Oh, maybe a quick heads up next time. I'm chuckling lightheartedly, but Loken is sharply defensive. I must check the bandages. Okay, you just got all grabby. No, I was checking the bandages. It's fine, really, you just surprised me because you're so... I did not try to surprise you. What's he growling at me for? I shrink away from him. I must have offended him somehow. Sorry, it's fine, really, I didn't mean... Here, look. I pull my hoodie and tunic off over my head, exposing my bandaged upper body. See? It's okay. Okay. Okay? Be still. He avoids my eye and begins to unwrap my bandages, ears flat against his head. Now he just looks sad. He's been really careful with his movements. I can't help but notice he's making a conscious effort not to touch my skin. What did I do to upset him this time? Sorry. Just nothing. Thanks for checking the bandages. Okay. God, that was weird. What the hell is up with this guy? How do I talk to him without saying the wrong thing? I think back to last night. He seemed much more talkative then, when he was talking about his role as a black runner. Maybe that's the answer? So, I'll be your third acolyte, huh? His ears and eyes perk straight back up, and his tail flexes happily. I repress a triumphant smile. Yes, the last was 6 years ago. My first acolyte was male. He did not survive the training. Oh, sorry, what happened to him? He ignored my instructions, repeatedly. He fell from a great height. He believed he was better. Hubris. It was his own fault. Still, that sucks. Sorry about him. What about the other one? He hesitates. She left. Left where? She found another black runner to train her. She did not like me. Oh. I did not like her. She was not a good acolyte. This is definitely a touchy subject. I decide not to press it, given how easily upset he gets. You know, I didn't realize people don't believe in demons. I asked Taki what they are, but she didn't know. Neither did your chief. Are they magic? Dravonia said they and the Black Zones mess with your head. I will tell you of them after I've checked your stitches. Really? Alright. That easy? He is a black runner, I suppose. It's his job to know about them. Loken takes off the last roll of linen. The stitches are holding, although my skin is still stained with dried blood. The wound looks much better than yesterday. You do not require more bandages. Tomorrow we will remove the stitches. You must wash the wound. Oh, yeah, I could do with the shower. It's nice that you guys have hot water. The springs are better. Springs? The hot springs behind the valley. A quick walk from here. They are better than the water makers in the village. Explains why your fur's so soft. I reach forward to point at the fur on his arm. At the same time, he raises his shoulder and my fingers almost brush his arm. I pull my hand back sheepishly as he glares, brow tense. Must have looked like I was about to pet him. Idiot, things are awkward enough with him already. I see his brow perk up and his ears flick. That is why. Loken holds his arm up and pulls the sleeve of his arm back to reveal his arctic fur beneath. His arm stays there, levitating. He's half smiling, his ears pinned back. Is he inviting me to stroke him? It'll be far more awkward if I refuse. I also remember clasping his fur last night when he caught me in his arms. I do like his pelt. I carefully run the back of my upturned fingers over his arm, just barely brushing his thick fluff. He's warm, even in the cold. I can feel the dense contour of padded muscle beneath. It's not the first time I've touched him, but it is the first time I've done so of my own accord. It's real soft. I just got a skin, so not as soft. Why am I all flustered? I barely know him. He isn't even human. His subtle smile lingers a moment. Stay. As Loken bustles around the lodge, I hurriedly tug my tunic and hoodie back on. Without bandages, my skin quivers sensitively against the fabric. Loken drops something small and heavy on the bed next to me. Without thinking, I pick it up and look at it. What is this thing? Just look at it. Where did you get it? Do not ask. Look at it. It's of a machine for sure. These are cables. It's heavy. Looks like a robot. Arm or a head? Look at it. I don't want to. Look at it. Now. Okay, what's it made of? Do not ask. Look at it. Okay. Alex, look at it. I am. Stop asking. Keep your eyes open. Can I put it down now? No. Look at it. I don't want to. Where did... Loken, please, I hate it. Do not look away. I'm trying. That is enough. Loken snatches the wretched thing from me and covers it in a cloth. I don't look to see where he hides it. What the hell was that? I'm sweating. I stare at my pale, shaking hands. As soon as I locked eyes onto that thing, it did something. Alex, look at me. Trembling, I do so. This is part of your training. Demons cannot be explained. A black runner must build a tolerance. This attunement may be fast or slow. The four will guide you. You cannot comprehend them yet. You must not think of them. You are not ready. I'm horrified. I feel sick. I want to get up, run outside, and puke, but I know there's nothing in my stomach to throw up. I don't want anything to do with those things. It will get easier. All acolytes must endure this. You will be a great black runner. No, I just can't. I'm out. I can't be a black runner. Sorry, You will. But... Enough. Here. Loken holds a small cup of water out for me. Without a second's hesitation, I grab hold of it and pour its contents down my throat desperately. The husky sits on the ground in front of me, watching carefully. I still don't understand what just happened. One moment I was fine, blushing over Loken. The next I was... Bite, what happened? Heart palpitations, hyperventilating, trembling and sweating. My guess is a minor anxiety attack. There was nothing minor about that. Did you scan it? I didn't get a chance. But what was it? I've never... Hey, Loken told you not to think about them. But... Alex, do not think of them. See? Just talk to him. I think I'm okay now. I try to pretend I'm alright and ignore what just happened. Good. He goes quiet for a moment, watching me. You are small. I guess? You are hungry? Oh, I ate at the village earlier. Humans do not eat much. We don't. I'm not going to be able to keep that lie up for long. I will eat. He hauls himself up to his feet and begins rustling around the lodge, pulling open drawer after drawer in search of some food. I'm only really now noticing how much of a disorganized mess this place is. He is a scrap metal collector, I suppose. The privy is out back. Okay, cheers. The blankets are comfortable? Good. You should use the heater tonight. I will not light a fire. He's taken a few strips of beef jerky and is chewing on them lazily. I move from Loken's bed and back over to my blankets, giving them a ruffle and arranging them into a more comfortable position on the floor. Then, after switching on the electric heater and parking my shivering butt in front of it, I watch Loken flop down loudly onto his own bed, facing upwards, still chewing his food. It's the first time I've actually seen him drop his guard. He's always acted so stern and highly strung. I decide to make another courageous attempt to get to know him. What do you do to relax? He puts one arm behind his head and with the other gestures over to his crates of metal. Or scrap. I maintain my salvage. I have no idea how much maintaining a giant box of rusty junk actually needs. Mind if I have a look at it? I do not mind. I'm almost afraid to touch a salvage given how possessive he is of his stuff. Most of it is so old I fear it'll turn to dust in my hands. I shuffle through a few pieces with trepidation, as though delicately handling fragile glass. There are pieces of all shapes and sizes here. How many hundreds of years worth of history am I holding in my hands? My history. Where do you find all this stuff? Many places. Ah, yes, that clarifies things. I almost chuckle when I pull a worn down tube of plastic out of the crate. Shampoo. This shampoo bottle. I spin the thing around in my hands, almost able to read the begrimed label that's still stuck to the side. Winter, I think this says winter. Winter, sheen. Oh, that's an A, not a E. Winter gleam. Yeah, something steam? You can read the words. I look up. Loken's head has turned to me curiously. This is my mother tongue. No one else can read it. Can you? No, only the Automonks can. You learned to speak a Leyland somewhere else? I don't remember. Loken's head rolls lazily back, eyes going to the ceiling once again. He looks really tired. I watch him for a moment. I'm getting more curious about this stalwart beast dude that's taken me in. Who taught you to heal? You knew how to stitch up my cut. Who taught you that? I'm amused to see him yawn in a very canine fashion, his jaw stretching wide open and his tongue flexing between his teeth. It's cute. Groggily, he sits upright to face me. Mother. Your mother? Taki said she never knew her parents. My father is a builder. He has moved to the Riptide clan. My mother is a healer. She lives with the Razorbacks. Do you ever see them? No. Any siblings? 13. You have 13 siblings? 13 sisters. Wow. Do you ever see them? I have never met them. How come? I should have. Well, yeah, they're your family? He stares at me. Families stick together? No. No? They do not. Ugh. Regardless of what I say, he always ends up getting grouchy. Is it my fault or is it him? Nah, it's definitely him. I will sleep. Okay, me too. Good. We will visit the hot springs in the morning. Loken stretches himself up and reaches for the corner of the lodge again. It's almost pitch black, save for the dull glow of the heater. Loken flops back onto his animal skin bed, the mattress springing lightly from his weight. I try to catch sight of him in the dark. I can just make out a silhouette. Looks like he sleeps on his back, his chest rising and falling steadily. His bed looks comfy. With a defeated sigh, I pull the blankets around my shoulders and try to curl up into a ball and shut my eyes. I bet he's comfy too. He's so bulky and his chest is... Ugh, don't get a boner now. Think of other things. Like, what is his stuff... Go... Jesus, fuck. Oh, God. Dear God. Nope. Nope. No. Nope, let me just, actually, do I have something that's sort of shaped like that around here? Let me just... The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. Begone impure thoughts. Ah. I'm a I'm a fucking genius. Hey, the F word is a no-no word, mister. I figured it out. The perfect test for you. Fear of death, a sense of self, morality, spirituality. Whoa, bite, talk sense. Those would be the parameters for the test to see if you're really human. It's a series of questions that will determine whether you're an android or a human. That's stupid. No, it isn't. It is. How are you supposed to test for morality? Do you mean test that it exists? Or see what morals I have? I'll show you. Brace yourself for my genius. This should be good. Alex, if I paid you money to... If I paid you money to kick an innocent... I can't even talk. I can't even talk. Why do those tiger cubs from far beyond the world come to mind? You know, the ones that Kale Tiger did, that you posted? Yeah, why did they come to mind? Hey, mister, wanna make a wish? If I paid you money to kick an innocent kitten in the face, would you do it? No. Well, there you go. You have morals. Congratulations, you're human. Oh, come on. There's more to having a moral compass than that. And what about your other parameters? I mean, a sense of self? What even is that? Your perception of the collective characteristics that define you. My perception of myself probably isn't accurate. Surely nobody knows you better than you. Not really. Stupid people don't know that they're stupid. Look, Bite, your test won't work. The things that make you human can't be quantified and ticked off a list. Well, a fear of death is pretty straightforward. It's just irrational self-preservation. Fear isn't always rational. The fear of death is always rational. It's death. If you looked over the edge of a cliff, you'd be afraid of falling, right? Well, yeah, but that's obvious. We humans are pretty squishy. We often explode into showers of blood, gore, and teeth when you drop us from any reasonable height. Just let me try my test questions on you. Bite. I'll prove that you're human after all. Ugh, fine. Okay, all you have to do is answer my questions. Your answers will determine the result. Am I going to be kicking more hypothetical kittens in the face? Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Question 1. The following sentence is true. The previous sentence is false. Which of those two sentences is true? What? Want me to repeat it? No, it's stupid. You're just talking bollocks. It's a paradox. It's stupid, Bite. Fine. Next question. Is the difference between a fish purely that one of its legs are both the same? What? Is the difference between a fish purely that one of its legs are both the same? What? What? That's even stupider than the last question. What's your answer, though? It doesn't even make sense. Next question. Okay. I wasn't originally going to get a brain transplant, but then I changed my mind. Is that it? Yes. That's not a question. Well, what's your response? You didn't ask me anything. I didn't say they were all going to be questions. What's your response? You know what? This is dumb. You're dumb. Let me ask you dumb things. We're testing you here, not me. But this is stupid. I could ask you the same questions and you'd easily pass for human too. But we already know that I'm just an AI. There's more to you than that, and you damn well know it. Loken is more of a robot than you. What are you saying? You act like a human. Well, I'm not. Am I not? Don't be silly, Wait, you think I'm human? What? No, I said you act like one. I'm not saying you're... I mean, are you sure you don't have real feelings? Nah, I'm just an AI, okay? A clever one, with a personality matrix. You're just going to blame that? That's all it is. I'm just advanced, like really advanced, I think. Shoes on the other foot now, isn't it? What? Hiya. Welcome. You do you. You do you things. Shut up, I know what I am. Go ahead and ask your dumb question. Alright. Yeah. we don't shame around here, but like, okay. Oh, which one? What do you get if you cross a joke with a rhetorical question? A headache? You don't have a head. I have the concept of a head, and I can simulate the sensation of owning one, and consequently, the pain of a headache. This conversation is giving me a headache. No, I was having fun. I think we can only talk complete bullshit for so long before I've had enough. Fine, it's nearly time to wake up anyway. What's the plan today? Carry on waiting for this Aeon guy to show up, I guess. Whatever you do, don't tell Aeon about me. I really wish I could tell someone. Hey, you're not completely alone. You've got me! Yeah, I know, it's not the same though. I can understand that. I'm only an AI. I wish I could tell Loken. Oh, because you... Cut it out. You do though, huh? No, I said he was hot, that's it. Hey, Alex. What? Alex. What? Alex. Wake up. What? Wake up. It is morning. He's knelt down by my side, crudely shaking me awake by the shoulder. Oh, what time is it? Morning. What time? Morning. I groan. So you don't have a clock? He stares at me. To tell the time with? No. Get up. Loken steps away from me and stands to his full height, arms folded, staring me down. I feel tiny next to him. I groggily sit upright, expecting a rush of pain from my lacerated side to hit me. Thankfully, all I feel is a slight tingle. That Dawn Lily stuff really works. I can barely feel any pain. Okay, get up. As chatty as ever. We begin your training today. But I'm injured. You must wash the wound in the hot spring. Get up. It's almost funny how much of an asshole he is. Do you ever say things like, please and thank you? He just scowls at me, turning to fetch something from one of his cabinets, clearly not in a joking mood. I get up to my feet, stretching my neck and rubbing my face. It's still cold as ever in here, though I'm getting used to it after 2 days. I'm a little stiff from having slept on the floor, but I'm not going to complain. The blankets Loken got me have kept me warm, which is what really matters. Will I get a proper bed at some point? I'd rather not just sleep on Loken's floor forever. Before I've even properly found my footing, Loken thrusts a chunk of beef jerky into my hands. I'll eat later, thanks. Now he looks suspicious. You are not hungry? Nah, I had a good meal at the village. That was yesterday. Eat. Told you humans don't eat much. I drop the food onto my bedding and change the subject before he can argue back. Where are the hot springs then? Are they far? They are not. I will check your wound. Loken takes a decisive step towards me, reaching for the hem of my hoodie to lift it up again. This time, however, he hesitates. I will check your wound. I smile softly. I'm touched that he's trying to respect my personal space after yesterday. I lift my top up for him to see. Loken's right. It probably does need to be washed. There's still blood stains sticking to my skin from 2 days ago. The hound inspects the cut carefully, his paws hovering above my skin. He presses lightly into my side with his thumbs. Ah! There is pain? Not really, just tickled. You are healing. Here. He promptly thrusts a small twig and a wooden cup into my hands. I take them with a bemused frown and peer into the cup. It contains a gray, viscous liquid that reeks like pungent oil. I scrunch my face up in protest at the stench and frown, confused at the twig in my other hand. What are these for? Teeth. His ears twitch as I give him a confused stare. You are okay? This is a twig. Yes. You're aware that this is a twig. It is from an olive tree. Right, what's in the cup? Salt, alum, and vinegar. It is good. So, what am I supposed to do with these? Loken looks really taken aback. You have never washed your teeth? No, I have. Just never with a stick. And is this supposed to be mouthwash? I lift it up to my nose and sniff it again. That's potent. Loken doesn't look too impressed. Even children do this. I'm not from here, Loken. He exhales grumpily. Fine, I will show you. Follow me. Before heading towards the door, he grabs his satchel and swings it over his shoulder. Shuddering against the cold, I follow him outside with my makeshift toothbrush and mouthwash in hand. It feels warmer today. This is good for the farmers. Now, watch and copy. He's not seriously going to brush his teeth with a twig, is he? Oh, wow, he is. I watch in amazement as he chews on the tip of the stick. Chew until it is like this. He shows me his twig. The tip has become frayed like bristles. This is what it's come to, Alex. Eating sticks. I reluctantly bite the tip of my twig until it looks the same as his. It's deeply unpleasant, like munching on a straw. Loken takes his cup of mouthwash and pours it into his maw, washing it around without so much as a wince. He motions that I should do the same. His cheeks ballooned outwards comically. With a groan of resignation, I pour the grotesque concoction into my mouth. Just as I feared, it's emasculatingly vile. How does he put up with this every day? When he spits the mixture out onto the ground, I rapidly do the same. Oh, what flavor is that? Vodka and puke? It is better than bleeding gums. When I'm a black runner, the first salvage I'm going to invoke my right for is a decent Zephyr toothbrush. I already have one? I meant to clean one. I continue working the bristled twig around my teeth. Come, we will go to the hot spring. Do I need to censor for this? We continue picking out our teeth with our brushing sticks as I follow him away from the lodge. Tonight we will remove the stitches. Cool. Cool? Yeah, cool. He's looking at me with a blank expression. Oh, I mean, good. It's a Zephyr saying, I guess. Cool. It means good. Humans are strange. Why are we strange? You have no fur. So? And you are small. It is strange. Well, you're strange to me too. He scowls contemptuously at me. I am not strange. Loken walks away before I can answer. This attitude again? Loken hands me a leather-skin water bag to wash my mouth out with as we walk. I do so gladly, relieved to free from the taste of licking a forest floor. I gaze at the musculature of his upper back flexing beneath his pelt as he walks. Bite was right, in spite of a few differences. Okay. Bite was right. In spite of a few differences, his anatomy isn't too far off being human. A big human, that is. His thick Arctic furs bristling gently in the bitter cold breeze. His tail swaying with his step. I gaze at the hefty bulk of his shoulders, watching his pelt shimmer gracefully over the contour of his body. I guess there's no point in denying it. I definitely find him physically attractive, even if he's kind of an asshole. Not that I'm suggesting I want something to happen. That would be weird, wouldn't it? I mean, I'm his acolyte, and we're different species. He probably isn't gay anyway. You are okay? Loken's crystal gaze has locked onto mine as we walk. He looks concerned. I'm fine. Your face is red? Oh, god damn it. Yeah, it's the cold. The cold turns your face red? Just it's how my skin reacts to the wind. He hums thoughtfully. You're really not cold? I am not cold. Having fur must be nice. The husky just shrugs his shoulders at me, then carries on walking. I get the feeling he'd rather we just walk in silence. We continue marching through the valley, but I'm determined not to let the idle chatter die out this time. How long have you lived up here? Since I became a black runner. And how long is that? 21 years. How old are you? He blinks thoughtfully. I do not know. Seriously? It is hard to keep track. I have at least 30 years, and some more after that. Have you lived alone the whole time? His stride gets momentarily slower. Yes. No. Yes. And then out of nowhere he glares at me. I am not lonely. I never said you were? Good. I am not. Okay. His pace quickens, ending the conversation once again. I scowl after him. I'm just trying to be friendly. We come to a dip in the mountainous valley, and my eyes boggle at the sight before me. A beautiful crystal spring of clear, bubbling water sits nestled amidst the gentle hills and thick forestry. It sparkles in the bright sunlight. Wisps of gentle steam amble upwards into the breeze. Even as I approach the spring, I can feel the pleasant heat from the water glazing my face. This is wow. Others do not come here. Why not? Because. He grimaces. Because I'm a black runner. So? They believe we are tainted. I frown. The taint of demons. They will not use the spring. That makes sense. Given what Dravonia told me yesterday, black runners are living, walking witnesses of the horrors in the black zones. It goes against the whole ignorance is bliss mentality. And yet most people seem to respect him? I can't quite get my head around it. Are people scared of black runners, or... Most Draconia embrace the black runners. Others do not. I see. Either way, it means you get to keep the spring all to yourself. It is good that no one comes here. I kneel down by the hot water, careful not to agitate my injury, and dip my fingers gently into the still water. It's pretty hot. Not too hot, but it'll certainly be a deep contrast from the heavy cold. I submerge my whole hand, watching the ripples bounce away through the frothing pool in awe. How is it kept warm? There's magma deep in the earth. Aeon calls it a geothermal spring. My skin is adjusted to the heat. It feels great. I think this is my favorite place in Alayla so far. It is mine too. I get up, turning back to Loken. Do you? Wow. Whoa. My eyes soak in the sight of him stripped down to a tissue-thin loincloth. You are okay? Yeah, fine. I was saying, do you, underwear? Sorry. I mean, you wear, that? Sometimes. Did you, bring a towel? Towels to dry? Yes, in the bag. He kicks the satchel he brought along. Ah, cool. We continue to stare at each other. Something is wrong? I'm just staring at him. I should get changed too. No, I'm fine. I can't let him think that I'm turned on by looking at him. Gotta act normal. I tug my hoodie and tunic off together, faking confidence. The cold air immediately hits my now topless bare skin and I shiver. Loken's head tilts curiously as he watches me. Alex, huh? You do not have any fur. Anywhere? I look down at myself and shrug. Not much, mostly just the hair on my head. Your head hairs for keeping your head warm? I wrap my arms around my sides. Is he just watching me, waiting for me to undress? Not really. Hey, I'm getting pretty cold. Could you, You would prefer I look away? Kinda. I will look away. Thanks, I will too. As I turn away, I catch him peeking back at me. I pretend not to notice. I'm trying to hide my burning red face. He seems really curious about me. Hasn't he seen me naked already? He said he found me that way. I turn around and start stripping down as casually as I can. He was checking you out. He's just never seen a human before. Didn't you spot the signs? What signs? The pupil dilation, tail swaying, ears flattened. He likes you too. Really? I mean, knock it off, Bite. I'm not here for that. Whatever you say, Alex. Wait, do we go into the water totally naked or should I keep my underwear on? What if he thinks I'm weird wearing mine into the spring? What if I take them off, but he doesn't, and he thinks I'm even weirder? Should I ask? No way, I'll sound crazy. I should check to see what he's doing. Not to look at him, just to check if he's wearing anything into the spring or not. That's all it is. Do we peek or don't peek? I really shouldn't. This is definitely just an excuse to peek at him. As curious as I am, I don't want to risk upsetting him. Do we wear our underwear in? No, you must wear nothing. Okay. Well, that settles that. I am not looking. Thanks. I strip everything off, keeping my back to him. I am still not looking. Okay, great. I hear him moving about behind me, then the water sloshing as he climbs in. Alex, I'm in the water. My eyes are closed. Okay. I turn around. Sure enough, he's sitting in the sparkling water with the water up to his chest, eyes shut. As quick as I can, I trot over to the opposite edge and dip myself into the water. After wincing at the intense heat, I quickly adapt to the sudden temperature change. Oh, wow. My muscles turn to warm wax, the glorious heat seeping into my bones and rushing to my head in a wave of euphoria. It's so nice. I can't help but groan happily. The water brushes against my injured belly. There's a momentary sting, but then it goes pleasantly numb. The, the humid air and glorious steam billowing from the spring settles into my lungs. I rest my back against the rocky edge of the water and slide down, my eyes lolling shut happily. I have a smooth rock to perch on, and I sit with my head floating just above the water. This is so nice. There we go. Now we can see his facial reactions properly. Hang on, let me just do that. Opposite me, Loken opens his eyes. We will not stay long. Ensure your wound is clean. I watch his eyes close gently. His head lolls back somewhat, his arms splayed out along the sides of the spring. He looks really relaxed. My eyes take in the curves of his chest and his arms. He's got a really nice body. Gods, what the hell is wrong with me? Where did all this lust come from? It's amazing that I can still be horny with everything that's going on. He was totally looking at you earlier. No, he wasn't. Want me to tell you which bit of you he was looking at? No, go away. Fine. Jesus Christ. Oh my... Jesus Christ. It was your butt. Shut up, bite. Fuck off. That damn personality matrix really does make him seem lifelike. That being said, he needs to be more careful when he talks to me. It's hard to keep him a secret when he's in my ear distracting me around others. I look back over at Loken. His fur's all brushed up and wet. He's pretty damn cute. I can't help but snicker. His ears flick, and he opens his eyes. Something is funny? Your fur. I don't want to offend him again. Right? Oh my god. Nothing. Sorry, I didn't mean anything by it. You just look funny when it's wet. I almost said cute. Oh. Looking pretty flustered there. Luckily, he doesn't seem offended this time. You do not have fur. I have hair, though. It looks funny? Huh? Your hair, when it is wet, it looks funny? Oh, want to see? I do. Sporting a grin, I dunk my head underwater. The hot, foamy spring sits nicely against my face. I quickly re-emerge and throw my head back, flicking water from my hair. Now that feels so good! After wiping my face clear of water with both hands, I look over at the bathing husky. What the fuck? Please stop smiling. You do look funny. It's the first time I've seen the giant hound really smiling. Yeah. We fall into silence. We will begin your training. What, right now? You must learn of the four. Just as I finally got him to relax. That's your code, isn't it? You said wit was one of them. What are the other three? I can't pronounce that one.
Self-voicing enabled. Loken, guile.
Guile, craft,
Self-voicing
vigor.
disabled.
It's that damned smile. Today we will discuss guile. It is like wit, an instinct that cannot be taught, only sharpened through trial. It is your cunning. A black runner must be dexterous and swift, but also wise. You must know when to move and when to be still. This is guile. Just how dangerous are the black zones? There are many dangers. Demons, marauders, sugar cooks. Sugar cooks? Those who produce dawn sugar in the black zones, free from the eyes of the clans. Just adjust this a bit. Yeah. Taki told me about that. Demons are the real threat, though. But knowledge of the demon is as dangerous as the demon itself. It is too much for the mind, as is counting the grains of sand on a beach. The more one learns of them, the more they succumb to dread and madness. Those who learn too much become informed. Informed? The informed are those whose minds are pushed too far. You're often found wandering the black zones. They are beyond reason and saving. Are the informed dangerous? Most simply exist. Ignorance is the order of the world. That's why you never tell anyone about the demons. You're protecting them. Yes, knowledge of the black zones is our burden and ours alone. I see what Dravonia meant about him being poetic. He's surprisingly figurative. So, first demons mess with your head. Then they just outright slaughter you for a laugh. Man, they sound great. How come black runners don't go mad as well? One of the four protects us. Vigor. It is our resilience to travel the black zones and face demons without joining the ranks of the informed. But we will not discuss vigor today. We will discuss guile. The talk of the demons and their insidious nature unsettles me. Yesterday, I was convinced these demons were just evil robots. Now, I'm not sure what I believe. How do they do it? Are they magic, or we are talking about guile now? But you will build a resilience in time. Until then, do not think of them without my direction. You are not ready to bear this knowledge. There's a stern edge to his voice. I look away from him nervously, too anxious to ask him to clarify. Though unnerved, I'm still intrigued. I remember holding that thing. Did it do something to my head? I can't explain it. I remember the weight in my hands, the chill of its hard shell, the clank of the slack cables. It was definitely a machine part of some sort. I recall the warped shapes and jagged contours. It's still there, back at the lodge. Where did Loken get it? How can he sleep knowing it's there? I'm feeling distressed just thinking about it. There must be some scientific explanation to them. There must. They're just stupid robots, aren't they? When I held it, I thought I could hear... No, that's crazy. It's just a stupid robot arm. It was. What's happening to me? Why am I thinking like there's a splinter in my mind? I can feel what's happening to me. Why do they want to kill me? They're just machines. They're just machines. They're... Alex. What? Loken suddenly snaps at me, his teeth bared in a snarl. I jolt back to my senses. You are thinking of them. You must not. You must not. He bares his teeth threateningly at me. You are not ready. But... He abruptly silences me with a wave of his paw. Stop. Alex, think of other things. Today I will assess your guile. I'm a bit startled by the sudden change of topic. My head is still spinning. Assess me? I have a task for you. It will be fun. Him? Fun? That's a crazy juxtaposition. We will return to the village. I will go to the hall to find the chief. You will follow me, unseen. You must reach the chief without anyone seeing you. I blink at him. That's his idea of fun? You want me to sneak into the village? Yes. After I get my head around what he's saying, I scowl in amusement. Seriously, you're not joking? It is not a joke. Why? So I can assess your guile. But I'd look stupid. The tribeswomen are already wary of me. If they see... It does not matter how you look. No one will see you, and you are my acolyte. Wow, he really is serious. Should I be doing this with my injury? You will be fine. I must determine if you can move as a black runner should. I fold my arms at him, shaking my head at the bizarre sense of humor. Oh yeah? How are you going to assess me if I'm supposed to be hidden from sight? I will know. I return his grin with one of my own. You sure? My guile might be amazing. Then I will not require an assessment. It's so juvenile. I'm almost wondering if he's playing a prank on me. Unless I'm not understanding him properly again, just be absolutely clear. You're really asking me to sneak into the village and get to Dravonia without anyone seeing me. Yes, I have explained this already. Right, you're hard to understand sometimes. Crap, why did I have to say it like that? Sorry, I didn't mean... My speech is unclear? No. Then you did not listen. No, Loken, It's hard to contain my frustration this time. I'm trying to be diplomatic. His language really isn't really the problem. It's his attitude. He said it. He said it. He said it. He said it. Much diplomacy. I was just asking. I'm not used to how you talk, so I just wanted to double check before I did something stupid. It is the same language you are speaking. His upper lip flexes in annoyance. You know what? I've had it. I think I have every reason to be annoyed at him this time. Hey, come on. I'm trying my best. You could try being slightly less of an asshole, like last night. Last night? Checking my injury, you just walked over and tried to pull my top off, then acted like I was the dickhead for being surprised. He goes quiet, his ears flicking against his head. I did not mean to surprise you. I know. I like it when you... I mean, I don't mind when you touch me, but everything I say pisses you off. Should I just shut the fuck up? His annoyed scowl has melted away, and his gaze drifts away from me. He looks forlorn. He looks so sad. Great, now I feel terrible. Sorry. I will try to speak slower. No, it's not that. You're not speaking too slow. Just, hey, forget it. I'll be patient. Sorry, I really didn't want to upset you. I am not upset. After I stare at him unconvinced, he shrugs. Others have said I am not good at talking. I did not talk at all. I frown at him, unsure what he means, but too afraid I'll upset him if I ask for clarification. When I was a child, I did not talk for 17 years. I used only gestures. My eyes boggle at him. You're mute? Why? I did not like people. I did not like talking to them. I wanted to be alone. That's a long time to be selectively nonverbal. Do you still want to be alone? Do not leave. His eyes widen frantically at me. I jump, taken aback by his outburst. Loken quickly draws himself back when he sees my reaction. You're my acolyte. Do not leave. Others think I am strange. But the whole village looks up to you. They love you. They speak to me when they need a black runner. This is all I know how to be. Taki mocks me. My chief only talks of things important to the clan. He turns his muzzle away from me, his jaw tense. I didn't realize he was so insecure. I don't think you're strange. I like it when you talk. His face snaps back to me. Explain. I begin speaking without thinking. Truth be told, I find his voice absolutely intoxicating. It's intensely broad and beautifully baronial. I have no idea how to sidestep his sensitivities, but I want to give him some encouragement, or perhaps comfort. I'll just keep it simple. You have a nice voice. He looks deeply confused. You do not think that. I do. I grin, sporting a big stupid blush. I like your voice, and I actually like how you talk. It's interesting. I don't always get it, but it comes across as a little rude sometimes. But I know you don't mean it. I seem to have caught him off guard with that. He doesn't know how to respond. But not a word of it had been a lie. I do like how he talks. I just don't like that he keeps getting moody at me over nothing. After an awkward pause, he smiles at me. I will talk more. You will? To you. I will talk to you. You are good at talking. I've really made that much of an impression to him in only 2 days. I thought my talking annoyed you. No, I do not always know what to say back. His stiff manner of speaking totally makes sense now. You can practice talking with me as much as you like. In return for all the Black Runner training, that is good. It doesn't just have to be about Black Runner stuff. We can talk about stupid stuff too. Like, why I don't have fur, or, things about us. We can get to know each other. Yes, we will talk more. I give him a thumbs up. Sounds great. He immediately looks confused. Oh, it's a human sign. It means good. Oh. He returns a thumbs up to me with a jovial grin. Cool. He's so damn cute. Now, I will ask you a question. Okay? You must answer honestly. I'll try. Tell me why you agreed to be my acolyte. Damn! We're gonna leave off here tonight. Gonna leave on a cliffhanger. Damn! Oh my god! This stream was something else. I swear. Yeah. Just like, oh yeah, we're talking about like, you know, standard stuff, you know, what you call it. You know, like how he's socially awkward. And then he jumps to, why did you become my acolyte? And we're just like, what? Anyways, not much more can be said, so stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.